If you're doing something you love that causes you stress, that is as much of a problem as not following your passion. I'm going to tell you my story and I'm going to tell you why. When I was very young, something happened to me in my teenage years. I made a decision to follow my creativity, to follow my passion. And my passion was to be an artist. And I became a photographer when I was very, very young, 17 years old. I started to learn. I did everything that I could do to develop my passion. I did a diploma and I did a BTEC and I did a degree and then I did another degree and then I worked in all the different fields in photography you can imagine. I did everything from very corporate work in the wedding world to I spent 12 years working in the music industry, which was phenomenal. I spent probably 5 years working as an artist where I would travel around the world and use my photography to tell stories. And then I would set up exhibitions and I would tour with the exhibitions and I would talk to people about the stories that I was showing in my work. And it was a fantastic time of my life. I loved it. Fast forward to around the pandemic, and I found out that when you're doing something that you love and you don't have control, you may as well be working 9 to 5 or working for someone else. And for me, for somebody who very much wanted to only ever follow their passion, I found myself in a really difficult situation where through a series of bad decisions, I had merged my photography with somebody else. That situation fell apart and I was left in a situation where I no longer had control of my work, my time, how I expressed my photography, my artistry. And when that really fell apart, I ended up just giving everything away. I mean, I lost all of the work that I had been doing and I was back to ground zero. I did some studies around this and I realized that the stress I was feeling was just as stressful as if I had been going to work at a 9 to 5 at a shoe shop or Tesco's or something that would be my worst nightmare. For me, the answer was to come out of that, was to reassert myself, to be introspective, to meditate, to think about it. And I changed my life. And that is ultimately the unhappiness that I was feeling, the stress that I was feeling, the research I did into my brain chemistry and what was happening to me in this time made me realize that I would be healthier for walking away from that. And it gave me actually the perfect opportunity to reconfigure my entire life, to retrain as a coach, which is what I wanted to do for probably the last 5 years. And I immersed myself in that. And now I am completely out of my photographic career and I work as a coach every day and I absolutely love my life. And I'm back to that inspired, excited human being that is creating the life that she loves every day. The takeaway from this is listening to yourself, listening to your intuition is the most important thing that you can do to guide you through this life. And if you're looking for your life purpose and your passion and that thing that is going to excite you every day, then you need to stay in touch with yourself. You need to keep checking in. And if you start doing that work that inspires you and ignites you, keep checking in and keep making sure that you're still enjoying it. I feel like as part of our toolkit to look after ourselves and to stay inspired, creative human beings, there are questions that we need to ask ourselves every day, if not every day, every week. We need to keep on asking ourselves, am I happy? Am I fulfilled? Am I inspired? Or have I now slipped into a place where I feel pressured and stressed and out of control? Ultimately, no one can tell you what you need to do with your life, and no one can tell you what is going to make you happy. Only you can know that. So starting to understand your own internal compass is so important. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you have an awesome day.